You know who'd be great to have in this video is Dan Cyber from that Cyber channel. He covers a lot of great Five Nights at Freddy stuff.
I know. What am I doing here?
You disappoint me by not being Dan.
On a daily basis. I walk in, I'm like, hey, Dan Cyber! I'm editing!
We're gonna watch today from a channel that was recommended our way, SuperHorrorBro. Make sure to check out this guy's channel, especially if you like this video. Original video link in the description box. FNAF's scariest animations, and here's why. Top scary Five Nights at Freddy's. We cover a scary video probably like once a week for the last couple months, so subscribe and click that notification bell to get notified when we got a new scary reaction up, or if there's something else that pops up in your feed from us that's like, hey, I like that too. That's how notification work. We're back to it, then we'll talk about it. Let's do it.
Five Nights at Freddy's is a long-running series of horror games in which the player is stalked by various animatronics, haunted by the spirits of the dead.
Jeez.
Some of these animatronics have rather morbid backstories, but all of them are highly creepy. In today's video, we take a look at the scariest animatronics from the FNAF series, taking into account appearance, scare tactics, and backstory to figure out which are the creepiest of all time and why. Many of you may share a phobia of creepy-looking dolls and clowns.
Definitely.
Circus Baby plays on
Harley
these
Quinn.
fears as her appearance includes qualities of both of these to make for a hair-raising design. Her mouth is open wide with lots of small human-like teeth, while her eyes are big and bright. Baby's midsection contains a claw which was supposed to hold ice cream cones when the animatronic was originally designed. However, there is a haunting backstory to this claw. Circus Baby used it to grab a little girl, often speculated to be the daughter of its creator, William Afton, whose spirit now inhabits this body. Circus Baby is also scary due to just how tall she is. However, despite how creepy she looks, this particular animatronic doesn't actually jump scare the player, unless we count her scrap version from FNAF 6, that is, which is maybe slightly creepier anyway.
Yeah.
Oh boy. This game is pretty terrifying.
There's always something a little creepy about humanoid-looking robots. Ballora is the most human-looking animatronic and certainly has the power to evoke a chill down even the most What makes Ballora extra creepy is the way in which she silently dances through the halls of Sister Location to a spooky musical number. If a player is detected, Ballora lunges at them, her face splitting wide open to reveal a hideous sight, with piercing eyes and sharp teeth ready to bite.
Kind of like
An
Transformers.
additional creepiness to this character can be found with her little helpers,
Oh,
the
God.
mini-renas.
Ennard.
Ennard is surely the most terrifying of the humanoid
Oh, God.
animatronics.
It's like that creepy thing from Toy Story.
Whoa!
Holy cow!
Spoke about.
Why do little kids love this game?
Wires and cables while its face is covered by a clown-like mask.
'Cause they still see it
However,
as
as
cute.
creepy as this mask is, it is far less scary than what lies beneath it. The
Ew.
maskless Ennard is truly the stuff of nightmares. Being silently stalked by Ennard during the security camera sequence in Sister Location is a genuinely unsettling experience, as it edges ever closer with a dead look in its eyes. For many, this often comes to a close with a heart-stopping jump scare.
Foxy, Foxy, what's it
Sure,
gonna
Nightmare Foxy
be?
looks scarier, and anything that hides in a closet at night, ready to pounce at any moment, is definitely something to fear. However, there really is something far more terrifying about the purity of the original Foxy and his jump scare.
Foxy!
Foxy first appeared in the original Five Nights at Freddy's as a character who would peek out from behind a curtain in Pirate Cove, before edging to the corner of a frame and eventually charging full pelt towards the player before launching at them with a blood-curdling screech.
Oh, it runs.
One of the 5 key animatronics believed to be holding the decaying corpses of William Afton's victims, Foxy is also believed to be responsible for the bite of 87. This was an accident involving a person who was bitten by an animatronic and lost their frontal lobe in the process in the year 1987.
God.
So yeah, there's a sinister story behind Foxy, which goes beyond his creepy appearance and jump scare.
So he bit someone's head? Like the front of their head?
The original Bonnie had one of the most terrifying jump scares of any animatronic from the series. He also would try to forcibly cram any humans spotted at the pizzeria after hours into one of the spare suits, with little care for how they would fit in there. Even the developer, Scott Coulthon, commented on how he had nightmares about Bonnie while programming the game, and regards him as one of the most frightening characters. So Nightmare Bonnie, essentially a nightmarish looking version of this already unsettling animatronic, is something else entirely. His presence in the 4th FNAF game is scarier, not only because of his more gruesome look, but also because of how aggressive he is, relentlessly coming after the player and making it very difficult for us to avoid him.
Phantom puppet sounds promising.
Puppets are scary in general, but the puppets in FNAF are designed to look scary from the off, and so we get this creation. Phantom Puppet is a charred version of the puppet from Five Nights at Freddy's 2. This original incarnation was already something to fear. A tall, lanky design that evokes that of Slender Man, with a creepy toothless clown face and stripy limbs. The Phantom version has a burnt black body and piercing white eyes, which stare right through our soul. What makes Phantom Puppets so scary to experience is the way he will sneak up on the player in the security office and sit himself just inches in front of their face. A weird dial-up noise similar to that of a fax machine then emits from the puppet as it stares right through us.
Ugh. How do you survive that?
Mangle has a very disturbing jump scare noise that will shake most people pretty badly, but as well as this, she just looks horrifying.
I've never gotten a
which
good
is
look at
ironic,
any of these
because
creatures
the
before.
version of
These are
Foxy
so disturbing.
was, in the words of Phone Guy, redesigned to be more kid-friendly.
This is my first time like
Problem
really
was
like
that the
slowing
kitchen
down and looking at
pizzeria
stuff.
used to be a bit rough on poor Mangle and ended up pulling her to pieces on a regular basis, which resulted in the staff naming her Mangle and leaving her as a pull apart and put back together attraction for the kids to mess around with. Imagine living out an existence where every day you were taken apart and then stuck back together. As well as this sad story and petrifying jump scare, the appearance of Mangle is just downright creepy. Her mutilated endoskeleton is so all over the place it almost looks spider-like at times.
Disturbing.
What if Sid from Toy Story grew up to be a
Springtrap
mechanic?
looks horrifying. Featuring a decaying version of the original Bonnie suit design, this creepy rabbit animatronic has a very dark and mysterious backstory that is sure to make you feel a little unnerved. You see, William Afton, the creator of these suits and the evil man responsible for the murder of 5 children, ended up hiding from the spirits of his victims in this very suit before the spring lock malfunctioned and snapped closed on him, impaling Afton inside the suit and fusing his body within. The cruel and tortured spirit of this man now haunts Springtrap as he hunts down the player. In fact, we can even catch glimpses of Afton's mummified corpse within Springtrap's suit on occasion. This is both a terrifying and gory animatronic with a very disturbing backstory.
Nightmare. Let's get straight to the point here. Nightmare.
Looking at Nightmare, you can probably tell why he ranks so highly on this rundown of FNAF's scariest animatronics. Visually, he is one of the most terrifying creations simply because he was designed to resemble a nightmarish version of everybody's favourite bear, Freddy. His suit is actually transparent, meaning that Nightmare blends into the darkness almost perfectly, and this makes him very hard to spot until he gets very close to us. While his jump scare lacks any kind of animation, it still remains quite horrifying. The tension feels palpable as we flash our lights down the hallways, never knowing if Nightmare will appear just inches from our face at any moment.
Gotta conserve that flashlight.
As we come to the final place on this list, we also find the animatronic that starts the iconic Freddy Fazbear. Freddy isn't the scariest looking, his jump scare isn't the worst, and his backstory has been bested by other creations with darker tales to tell. However, Freddy is the most consistently creepy when looking at his character as a whole. From the way the power cuts out and eerie children's music begins to play before he finally attacks us, to the super creepy humming we hear through the halls as an unseen Freddy begins to prowl.
I haven't played this game in years. Oh my god.
Flashes of his face that sometimes glitch out the security tablets, and that threatening look he shoots us from time to time. Freddy is the ultimate and original animatronic for evoking fear in players around the world. With his creation, the landscape of indie horror games was forever changed, and a terrifying legend was born, laying the groundwork for many games and even scarier animatronics to come after. But nothing quite beats the original, right?
Yeah.
And that's it for today's video. Please remember to give it a like
Please
if
do.
you did enjoy watching,
stuff.
and maybe drop a comment too, as well as subscribing to the channel and turning on notifications so you never miss an upload. This channel specializes in variety horror content, including creepypasta readings, horror gaming facts and theories, and general interest pop culture horror videos. So, if you're interested in all things spooky, you'll find something to enjoy here at SuperHorrorBro.
Dude, that's a great way to promote your channel.
And I will see you on the next video.
Learn a thing or two. We got reactions and other reactions to other stuff and reviews and
When movies exist, reviews,
and then,
the occasional sketch,
I think we did it.
movie variety channel.
That was great. Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
It's first time checking out this guy's channel, and I thought he did a great job. This is a wonderfully edited video. I mean, I bet the comments are a bunch of, why didn't you include this person? Why not this person?
You forgot this.
Yeah.
Not that it just didn't make the list.
For the most part, though, I still thought that this actually gave a really great insight, and I thought the editing on it was wonderful, and the narrative got me so fascinated with it because I'm so out of the loop with Five Nights at Freddy. Like, my girlfriend works with children, and she said that so many kids still play this game.
It's a phenomenon now.
And I was like, wait a minute, kids play this game? Like,
Kids
little kids play this game?
They get the merch, they play the game. Back when Hot Topics were still a thing, you could go and they had islands of Freddy merch.
And it's weird watching this because I didn't realize the amount of lore and characters that seem built into Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah.
I thought it was just like a gimmick game that's really taken off, and then like Reddit threads really expanded on the lore and stuff. I didn't realize that there was all this character lore built into it and the wide variety. Like, this is actually a really eye-opening video for me in a lot of ways. It had me going halfway through. My mind was checking out a bit because I was thinking, why haven't they tried making like a hard PG-13 horror movie out of Five Nights at Freddy's? You can do that with Five Nights at Freddy's.
Oh, totally.
And, like, it doesn't have to be gory.
It's gotta be chilling.
You gotta be terrifying where you almost get an R rating for how scary it is. Some of them would have to be CGI'd, but you could bring a lot of these with actual animatronics to life.
And make them look just as disturbing as possible.
And you know, a lot of the time you can get like some main character who gets trapped in a place like this and is encountering all of them. It could be PG-13. It doesn't have to be rated R, so you could get the kids in the theater still and the adults. This would be a perfect video game movie.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, I believe they announced this ages and ages and ages ago, and it kind of fell into obscurity, but I believe Blumhouse is still developing the movie with the original creator. So we may get the first ever first-person surveillance, security, evil, animatronics movie.
And this game, a lot of its scares, beyond its aesthetic and appearances as demonstrated in this video, a lot of the scares are based off of jump scares.
Oh, yeah.
So it's the perfect Blumhouse movie.
It is. So much of the game is just you sitting there trying to conserve your flashlight and not shine it in the scariest place.
Yeah.
And if you just went back to that, even that Insidious vibe, but just transposed it into a Chuck E. Cheese type scenario, I think it would be perfect. Yeah, and I mean, the thing that is so funny about this to me is like the game in and of itself kind of embodies what it's about, because this guy started out making games that were supposed to be like educational and even I think religious to a degree.
Oh, really?
And people were like, dude, your animations are kind of creepy. And so he leaned into that and made Five Nights at Freddy's.
How
And,
fascinating.
yeah, and just to see the breadth, the growth, yeah, of just the amount of different characters and the lore and how twisted this has all got. I think that there is a certain amount of this that has been taken and run with by the fan base, but then the creator was smart enough to really embrace that, because you've got the sister location to Five Nights at Freddy's, and yeah, you have all these characters, and there's this really horrific lore about all these, yeah, dead children embodying the animatronics.
That's what I mean. You got
disturbing.
you got a lot of like urban legend myth you could infuse in here to give some pathos to some of the villainous characters in Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be hard to just get a couple of humans who you care about.
man.
Put them in there. Like Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah,
I
maybe
think those
like
dolls are alive.
I'm gonna go check it out, okay? Or you
My
know,
flashlight's not working.
get like a Kevin James movie.
I was so unaware of the amount of variety there are too. This was a really eye-opening video.
Yeah, it made me want to go and check out what the most recent iteration of Five Nights is.
It's crazy how unsettling this is, just from like looking at it. Good job, Super Horror Bro. Definitely liking this video, guys. Make sure to subscribe to Super Horror Bro's channel. We've got so much content up on here. Top comment says, Freddy isn't humming, it's Foxy. I thought everyone knew that already.
Whoa. Totally discredits
Jeez.
this channel.
Well, all the other 11 minutes and 40 seconds are nothing now. They mean nothing. Nothing. Because you got one thing kind of wrong.
Better luck next time.
Good luck, Superhero Bro.
Unsub.
Nah, I'm just kidding, buddy. Subscribe to him. Subscribe to The Real Rejects. Click that notification bell. Hey, last but not least, Erica Tuesday, take it away, because John said she's the best one to shout out for this video.
Erica single-handedly introduced me to everything I know about Five Nights at Freddy's, pretty much I've learned from Erica, because she is a super fan of Five Nights at Freddy's, and if there's anyone I know who's going to be there first in line on opening night for that movie, it's gonna be Erica. In fact, Erica is so dedicated to FNAF that she has just recently acquired her own actual Chuck E. Cheese animatronic, and I believe she's gonna have a Freddy skin for it eventually. So you're gonna have to show us
Erica.
that. We're gonna have to react to that.
Damn,
when it's
Erica.
live, when it's moving. So I hope you enjoyed this video.
You creative, freaky girl, you. Why did I say it like that? I'm sorry.
I don't know. If we turned the lights out and then maybe did it with a flashlight, then it would make sense. And it would be like, ooh,
Yeah, but then
Freddy After Dark.
Then I'm canceled.
You are canceled.
Because I said it a weird way.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's too late now, though. You already said it. So now we just got to kind of get your comeback going.
You're right.
Yeah. When is it enough? How soon is too soon?
I gotta star in a role that mirrors the guilt and
moment,
regret
yeah.
of that moment of a mistake I made on something I said, and that way people will respect me again.
You can get Mel Gibson to direct it.
Ooh,
Perfect.
he survived COVID.
Ah.
Let's do this.